Another company is going woke. Will they go broke?
Oh, there you go.
Jaguar releasing a truly bizarre ad featuring androgynous models, but no cars.
What are they selling? They're selling woke. They're selling ideologies. They're selling stuff that we don't, I don't know. Another company that is going woke. That's what we have. Let's talk about identity. Something that we are missing these days is a true identity. We're taking identity, saying, you know, the things that we used to do before are not working in the modern era. I'm not saying everything has to be put on the side and say, you know what, this is not working. But lately, what it's been happening, it's a highly marketing campaign against the Bible and taking and excluding God out of every single thing that we do. I'm not saying, you know, talking about cars, it's gonna make things better for people, but I gotta be careful what I'm saying, but the brand Jaguar, if you own a car, it's a luxurious brand of cars that is just making headlines right now because, number one, if you notice, they're not showing any cars. They're just showing that rebrand of a woke system that has been going on for the last 4 years. It's been longer than that, but at the same time, it's like, okay, what's the point of me watching this video? And I'm going to show you really quick what I'm talking about. It's super annoying. If, you know, I'm not going to put the sound because I can get a copyright strike, but this is actually them. I'm going to give you the full screen so you can see it. As you can see, it's totally a rebrand saying you don't have to be like anybody else. Just be you. Yet, I don't see no cars. Yeah, that's what I see. I see nothing but no cars. No cars at all. Anyway, this actually makes me think, well, are we really doing what we're supposed to do? Are we really thinking, teaching, showing, selling? Are we really trying to get... I'll be honest with you, like, the last few months, I've been seeing more and more of this stuff. I'm not going to stop talking about it. I'm not going to actually say... I'm just going to be honest with every single one of you, because the reality of all this is that we excluded God out of the equation. We put it out of the equation and say, I don't need God in every single area of my life, especially in a car sale marketing campaign. But yet, an ideology of something against God is preaching and saying, don't be this way, because it could potentially, first of all, the Bible says that sex is a sin if you don't practice it in the boundaries of marriage, and that this sin is against your body and against God, which is actually worse. That's what the Bible says. I'm not joking. I can actually show you right now, but at the end of the day, just put your comments down below. This is what are they selling? They're selling woke. They're selling ideologies. They're selling stuff that we don't, I don't know. Another company that is going woke. That's what we have. Let's watch this video from this lady explain what the heck is going on with the brand.
Another company is going woke. Will they go broke?
Oh, there you go.
Jaguar releasing a truly bizarre ad featuring androgynous models, but no cars.
Copy nothing.
All right, Greg, do you think people want a car that has trans issues?
Ladies and gentlemen, you know that Jaguar anticipated the blowbacks? In case it is all a joke, it's going to look like they're in on it. So they're answering every comment on X, like, hey, change is on the way. Instead of way of trying to create an air of mystique to deflect from the air of woke stupidity, the director of their brand strategy recently spoke of his vision. They have 15 DEI groups at Jaguar. they have more DEI than they have designers. And it just shows how DEI in a company reproduces, expands as a form of self-preservation, and it competes with the company mission. The company mission is to make a great car that turns a profit. You can't do that and have 15 DEI groups or even one DEI group because their mission is different than the customer's mission. In your face.
Okay, thank you.
Your face.
Jesse, don't you think that, a car that's called like a Jaguar, like a Viper, like a Barracuda, when you
Something
think of that,
tough.
but then all of a sudden it looks like they hired the team from Bud Light after they got fired over there.
I've always thought of Jaguars as a classic waspy car that people with money have but don't want to show it off, but is reliable, dependable, but also very upscale and luxurious. And now I look at it and I think of Dylan. And I know someone
Dylan?
I know someone with a Jaguar. I know someone with several Jaguars. And what I'm hearing is that they're considering selling the lease. And I wouldn't be surprised if this happened throughout the country.
Okay. You know what? Porsche, on the other hand, just dropped the commercial, a banger commercial with a 993 turbo flying down. A Jaguar, like the F version, is a mean car. It's got a lot of speed. Why would they do this? Who are they attracting with that?
Let's just put it this way: they're emasculating the car. It's like putting. I think actually Ford did it, but it's putting the F-150 with a skirt. That's exactly what it is.
Risk, and we'll see if it works. I'm not sure. It looked like a Benetton ad when I first saw it when we got the stuff in our mix here. One thing about the marketplace and one thing about capitalism: this is either going to work or it's not going to work.
Okay.
And if it doesn't work, I suspect they're going to change this. It changes pretty quickly.
I mean,
It doesn't have to work. If your goal is DEI, it doesn't have to work.
This is a public. They still got to sell
Well,
cars.
first of all, it's stupid. It's a stupid ad. It says, live vivid. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Create exuberant means nothing. And then the sledgehammer at the end is an obvious reference to the 1984 Mac commercial that had meaning, right? It was like, think different. We're going to smash everything. We're going to think differently. It was like a Doge, prescient Doge idea. But this has zero message. And I also learned that they're not going to make any cars till 2026, and then they're going all EV.
Oh,
So
that's worse.
Yes, so they're just trying to,
Okay.
All right. What are they talking about? DEI. That's what I was actually looking for. DEI is diversity, equity, and inclusion. DEI group. They have more DEI groups than actually designers into this campaign. Oh, the joys of the marketing plays. Listen, I don't know what to say. I'm just speechless. I'm just scratching my head. I'm waiting right here. I'm gonna sit down because I don't want to own a Jaguar. I actually drove a Jaguar before and I liked it. It's just simply that no. This is not actually making me say, well, because of the commercial, I'm not going to buy a Jaguar. Simply, I don't care. I don't care what your promo is. I don't care what you're going, if you're gonna go woke or whatever, as long as it's not actually being infiltrated in the things that I consume, like food or stuff like that. Let me just be honest with you. This is a demonic type of style that is trying to come back to the point that we are actually going to accept what it is: the inclusion, the diversity, and the equity. We have this stuff. I'm giving respect to people. I actually work with people who are in the LGBTQ, you name it, plus community. They're very respectful. I was respectful for what they believe, and they were respectful for what I believe. I remember having conversations with people like this. I'm not gonna go and tell them you are this way, you go in hell, you're gonna no, because I don't want to do the same thing. I'm in sin just the same way they are. Yet I know who can actually save me. Yet I know who can actually just save my soul. And this is exactly the problem, because we don't recognize that we have sin in our life, yet we want to make sure everybody knows they are sinners. And there's a Pharisee spirit. I'm not going to call it spirit, but there's a Pharisee attitude to call everybody sinner when you just, I have Jesus now in my life. Now I'm safe. No. You have to live. You have to die on a daily basis, carry your cross, and follow Jesus. That is not going to save you just because you say you're doing works. Works doesn't work if you don't actually do the work, if that makes sense. Let me see what you think. Comments down below. I mean, Elon Musk right now is kicking out Disney out of X and all this stuff, he's saying that, Disney is, woke, something about kids. Woke is not welcome in kids, something like that. Anyway, put your comments down below. Let me see what you think. We'll see you next time. Subscribe, hit the notification button, and happy Thanksgiving. That's what I want to tell you. Happy Thanksgiving. That's what I'm actually wearing, like orange color sweatshirt right now. Happy Thanksgiving. God bless you. We'll see you next time. We'll see you soon again. And just, share this video. Subscribe. Hit the notification button. We'll see you. Bye.